Hi everyone, thanks for joining me today. My name is 𝖎𝖊𝖆 and both myself and my husband 𝖎𝖊𝖆𝖆 are the founders of 𝖵𝖆𝖆𝖆 LLC. 𝖵𝖆𝖆 is a luxury beauty and grooming brand and we're here to help you revamp your style. Today we're doing a vlog that's titled Shopping Guide for Boss Level Hair, 3 Big Mistakes to Avoid Before Buying Shampoo. And I want you to stay tuned for this whole video series because at the end we're going to announce one of our giveaways that we're doing and how you can enter and get a chance to win this amazing gift set. So let's get started. So with this shopping guide for boss level hair, shampoo is one of the ingredients that we need, whether you're choosing a natural cleanser or something that's healthy for your scalp and your hair. It can be really challenging to choose which one is the right one for you, and it can really set you back on the quality of your hair. And for today's first point, it's how to spot the flakers. Oh my gosh, the flakers. I guess they are flakers, right? But how to spot the fakers from the flossers. Number 1, don't fall for greenwashing. So greenwashing, what is greenwashing? Yes, I'm glad you asked. Greenwashing is when beauty companies mislead people by claiming their products are safe, non-toxic, eco-friendly, and natural, when in reality, they're not. And it's something that's becoming more and more common as companies realize that the people want things that are better for them and better for the environment. And so they'll use these visual cues to mislead their consumers. That can be a 100% green bottle. It can be pictures of green leaves or trees and plants on the label. They'll have one trendy item on front that they really call out to you that sounds very healthy. And the name of the brand or the product might sound eco-friendly. And so you feel like it's something you can trust already from the beginning. And, you can ask yourself, are we being greenwashed? It can be difficult to figure out, especially when you're new to the natural and organic game or the clean beauty or clean grooming game. So what we're going to do today is take a look at 2 different brands of shampoos. We've got Player 1, which is a Majestic Pure brand, and Player 2 is Camille Rose Naturals brand. They're 2 different brands of shampoos, and they provide very different results, I can say that. But which one can be trusted? So the Majestic Pure Tea Tree Oil, it's in a green bottle. It's got a picture of a leaf on it. You can see they have a big call out of tea tree oil that really reels you in. And you may be asking yourself, is Majestic Pure natural? Like I stated, look there, tea tree oil, very large on the front. The second one is Camille Rose Naturals. So on this brand, you can see that it's titled Camille Rose Moisturizing and Clarifying Shampoo. It's in a clear bottle. It's got a pink label. There's no leaf on the front of the bottle, but there is a rose in her hair. The ingredient that calls you out is the honey peppermint that reels you in for the sale, and the name of the brand is Camille Rose, which does sound natural, and so you're trying to figure out, is it, just based on the label. Now, step number 2 is that you don't want to ignore the sciencey words, so you want to have some caution here. Both brands have done their job on the label of trying to let you know what they're about. And you can see that one went for all of the cues of being a green brand, whereas the other one just seemed to have something of a personal touch to the label. But you don't want to just go by that. That was step 1. Am I being greenwashed? So looking at the labels will tell you this brand, Majestic Pure, is trying really hard to get me to see them and feel them as a natural brand. Whereas the other one went for more of a certain vibe or feel from their label and gave you some insights. So with these sciencey words in quotation marks, these are like sulfates, things you should avoid. You want to know these words when you're looking at the labels. Sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium laureth sulfate are 2 of the top main kinds. Silicones are things that are synthetically created to help seal the hair and add a shine or reflective gloss to it. And these are really made from a form of plastic or microplastics that are used to create these synthetic silicones. So you want to look out for those too if you're looking for something that's natural. You don't want to see those there. The other one is preservatives. There are certain preservatives that are extremely harsh and some that are in a range that's considered okay for an organic brand to use. This preservative is a common synthetic one. And then there are BHAs, BHTs, PEGs, and parabens. Now, we'll provide a sheet that kind of tells you what those are, but just know if you see those acronyms and those words, stay away from them. In Majestic Pure's label, there's a lot of ingredients in here. What I listed is all of the cleansers that they have in their shampoo. And you can see those called out because, you know, they're in yellow. We've got ingredient number 1, of course, is water. The second one, you've got a cleanser. The third item is a cleanser. The fourth item is a cleanser. Another cleanser. And this one in red is called sodium sulfonate. It's been cautioned on a lot of the informational reviews from different people in the hair industry, whether they are a chemist or there's someone who's a stylist. It's considered one of the harsher ones that will dry your hair out a lot. And so I put that in red because it's one that you definitely want to avoid if you're trying to do a cleanser that's not going to damage your hair. So for here, we have a call out number of 8. So they have 8 different cleansers in this one formula. And down towards the bottom of the screen, you can see that they have that synthetic preservative. And that preservative is widely used across the United States, but it's been restricted in Japan and the European Union. So I just called that out in red that, yes, it's widely used. However, it's starting to be removed more recently. So just something as a word of caution there. They also use in the item down below that's in red, it's a synthetic glycerin. It's not a natural glycerin from a natural source. And then they add another cleanser. Now, all of these cleansers are from a natural source. These glucosides, these are derived from coconut. They're coconut-based cleansers, and they're considered a gentle cleanser or surfactant. Surfactants are things that can help assist the cleansing process by lifting oil and dirt from the hair. However, they have 8 in this formula, and that is a very high number. So as I see how much this formula is stacked with those cleansers, it really makes me have a lot of caution on whether I want to use that for my hair. In addition to that, they've got this cleanser that is a possible carcinogen and has already been banned in California. A lot of other brands have chosen to stop using this, but as recently as 2012, there were still 98 companies that were using this in their formulas. So that is another word of caution. I don't want that cleanser in my shampoo. This brand did add a few other items that are good for you, such as they have the ginseng root extract. They added some vitamin E. So they are adding some other things to their formula, but I didn't list them there because today's lesson is about learning what to spot that is bad, that you want to avoid. It's easy to get drawn in with all the good ingredients in there. So we're focusing on these other words that maybe are not as familiar. So this was Majestic Pure's label. Then we want to go ahead and compare Camille Rose. With Camille Rose's label, you can see that they have water, they have 2 cleansers, coconut derived, they have an additional item that's a cleanser, or it's called a natural surfactant, and as I stated, it's something that aids in the cleansing. But the one that they've used also provides a little bit of a glossing effect, and so it's a very mild cleanser that also slightly conditions the hair. They have natural glycerin, not synthetic. They are also including that preservative in there that's been restricted in Japan and the EU. And as I stated, this is a commonly used preservative. However, as the trends get closer to trying to remove what they can from their formula and replace it with natural alternatives, you'll see this one start to go away. But with the European Union, they tend to be farther ahead of other countries on their strictness. And so it can become a worldwide gold standard, but you can also see that the worldwide commonality is to use this preservative. It's used throughout the world. It's just that in these two countries, they've restricted it. So it certainly can let you see that the trend or the pattern will likely move away from using this synthetic preservative. But both brands had this in it, and it's one that's widely used. This other item they've added is something that helps reduce the static in the hair by sort of a chemical reaction, by reducing the negative charge in the hair. Like some ingredients will have ions in them that have an effect on your hair that can help reduce static. And this is made from beans, actually. So it sounds like it's a long, maybe cautionary name, but it's not. Then they also have stearyl alcohol, which is a fatty alcohol derived from vegetables. So one thing you'll see on a lot of natural brands is stearyl alcohol added to it, and it's actually an emulsifier that provides softness. It's not the drying kind of alcohol. It's an alcohol that has fatty acids in it that are good for the hair. So now that we've seen these brands, if you're shopping, now you're going to compare the two, Majestic Pure versus Camille Rose. And what we can see is that the number of cleansers that Majestic Pure had was 8 versus the number of cleansers that Camille Rose had was 2. And they added a supportive item that also helped condition. So just right there from the beginning, I get a green light for Camille Rose, and the Majestic Pure brand tells me to caution. They stacked so many different cleansers. And one thing you want to keep in mind when you're reading the label is that the highest quantity ingredient is at the top. And then as you go down the list, there's less and less of each item. Majestic Pure had, 5 different cleansers in the top of their list. Then they threw in one conditioning item, and then they added that carcinogenic cleanser again. That's like one of the harshest ones. So it was just too many. And when you're reading labels with the cleansers, what you'll see is that each of those cleansers is a naturally derived source. But the formulation, it has such a high percentage ratio that it will over dry your hair and it won't be as good for it. 3 cleansers, maybe even 4 is good. And formulas will have a couple of different kinds of cleansers because they each work in a different way. So that's one thing to keep in mind. It's the combination of ingredients, and they'll try to get away with putting things in there that don't caution you, but it's the formulation is just way too heavy for Majestic Pure. And I can certainly say that for my husband and I, our hair really experienced a lot of dryness and brittleness and weakness when we switched to the Majestic Pure brand. The Camille Rose brand, we haven't had any issues with. So then you want to look at the number of cautioned items or the number of carcinogenic items. We see that Majestic Pure had 3 cautioned items. The one that was banned in California. The other one that was, there were 2 different cleansers in there that were cautioned as being extremely harsh on the hair and could have a negative effect. And so with Camille Rose, we saw that there was 0. So that's also a green light for us. Now, both brands used a preservative at the lower end, I think the 4th ingredient from the end in their brand, and that was the 𝖎𝖊𝖆𝖆𝖆𝖆. So on both sides, that was sort of an equal point. It didn't put one above or below the other, but clearly one is going to be a gentle clarifying cleanser. So the third step is, if you discover that there's one brand that has the winning ingredients, you want to support brands with the high ethical values. And in this case, Camille Rose is definitely the winner over Majestic Pure, hands down. And reading the labels is going to help tell you this. If you discover that it's not what you thought it it's okay to switch brands. You don't have to feel obligated to finish out a bottle of something that's actually damaging you once you become informed. Yes, you've already sunk an investment into it, but it's just going to be considered a loss, and consider it your gain now that you've been informed and you've learned from that. We had the Majestic Pure bottle, and we only used about, maybe 20% of the bottle, and then threw the rest away. Like, it was that noticeable. So you want to find authentic, green, and natural brands. Find brands that have the ingredients that are actually going to help give you the results that they say they're going to give, but that they're true to their word based on how they formulated it in a way that's healthy for you and the planet. And by being informed, it can help you make the right decisions. So in our next info session, we're going to be talking about the 3 mistakes to avoid before you're buying your conditioner, because they really do work together. When you shampoo your hair, or when you clarify it or cleanse it, regardless of the formula that you use, it has a lifting effect on the cuticles, and that can keep your hair strands feeling open and will lose a lot of moisture. So moisture and vitamins will go out freely, and that can still leave your hair dry. And then, since it's been lifted, it may feel a little bit of frizz. And so the conditioner can help counterbalance that. And it has a certain pH in it that helps actually close those cuticles back down so that your hair feels smooth and shiny, and you're going to retain the moisture and vitamins in your hair even after it dries. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to talk about this giveaway. Right now, it's live, and we're doing a giveaway at @vantboss.com/pages/baddie-giveaway. And what we're giving is a complete luxury hair kit. It's the Baddie in a Box giveaway, where we're going to give you the day one return on your investment for your hair. So you're getting the botanical hair butter, you're getting our leave-in hydrating mist called the Kiss of Life, and you're also getting our Immortal Nectar hair rejuvenation serum. And as a bonus, we're including 2 ounces, yes, 2 ounces of our luxury money mask. That's an Ayurvedic hair mask. Now we have one that's good for all virgin colored hair, or hair that has not been colored, or if you have dark brown hair. It uses henna in it. And we have a formula of conditioner that's safe for color treated hair that uses cassia instead as a strengthening ingredient. But you're getting this full complete kit so you can show rebellious hair who's boss. Now, this bonus is limited, and so we're doing this giveaway, and so whoever wins this is getting the whole set. But coming soon, we're going to be releasing this as a sort of a staycation hair package. And when we release this coming up in the next few weeks, we're giving away a bonus to those first orders that comes with this kit. So you definitely want to make sure that if for some reason you don't win it here, you can still catch it if you place your order soon. So this giveaway is going to be going on for about a week, and I will leave the link for you all so that you can sign up. The more you share, the more entries you get, so it's really great. The botanical hair butter is the orange chocolate cedar fragrance, and it smells amazing, heavenly, and badass at the same time. Okay, you're going to love it. You're going to be smelling your hair probably all day long. I know I catch myself doing that too. And then you're going to be feeling your hair all the time because of how soft it is from this Kiss of Life botanical mist. It's really, truly amazing. Everything in here is only therapeutic grade essential oils for any of the fragrances that we have, and it's all natural and organic ingredients. We have a very specific way that we formulated this so that you're going to see results. That's why I say day one, because when you use it, you feel it. And then the next day when you wake up, you're like, oh my gosh, it's so much easier for me to manage my hair, and I just can't keep my hands out of it. All right. And so vantboss.com/pages/baddie-giveaway. That's BADDIE-giveaway. Go ahead and sign up now, and this giveaway is open, and good luck. I hope that you are the one that wins this. Now, if you want to follow us for more information and get the tea, the henna tea on all things hair, you can follow us on Facebook at 𝖉𝖉𝖆_boss, and we're also on LinkedIn and Instagram at 𝖉𝖉_boss. We're also on Clubhouse as well, so if you're there, just drop us a follow and we'll follow you back. We're at 𝖉𝖉_boss. Thanks for joining us today, and I hope you have an amazing springtime getting ready for summer, and good luck on your entry for this giveaway.